hottest station is now live for your enjoyment with host iamBranded.
What we got is my girl. She's not a stranger to the show. She's a one-time ladies' night co-host. I guess you could call her a rap Raiderette. You can call her La Cuckoo. You can call her whatever you want to call her. But I got my girl Phia Lamour in the building on COA Radio now. What's up, princess?
What's up? You can call me whatever, but make sure it's something proper. Not whatever.
Make sure it's friendly.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, Phia?
Not much. Just chilling.
Back.
Happy to talk to you guys today. What up, Nexxlegacy?
What's going on? How you doing today?
I'm doing real good.
That's good. I got some good questions for you. So we're gonna do it proper tonight.
Well, let me start off though by saying it's been too goddamn long since you've been kicking it with us, Phia. It's been too damn long.
I know. Well, I just talked to y'all a little while ago for what was it, an anniversary?
Yeah, but you know how long ago that was?
I know.
You know, look, come on, Phia.
My bad.
Come on.
What was that?
But I know you working on music and stuff like that, so you know what? You get a pass because this is your home anyway, so you can come kick up your feet. You got the keys to the crib anyway, so it's not a problem.
Okay. No doubt.
Just make sure you fill up the fridge, and you know, if you drive a car, make sure you put some gas in the tube. You know what I mean? Just make sure you do that. We
Brandy
good.
or food for sure. You know I got
leave a swisher every once in a while. You know, we good. We good.
Oh, just don't make a mess.
Don't make a mess. But I can cook. I can cook whatever I want, though, right?
Hey, you damn right. You damn right.
Okay. Make yourself at
home. Y'all know I throw down in the kitchen.
That's what I'm saying. So just make sure you leave some. Make sure you leave some of that though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I got you.
That's great. Hey, well, I'm going to kick it off right here. I think one thing that I noticed right away on your biography on your Reverb Nation was that you said you're not a female rapper. You are a female that raps. Now I was kind of wondering, what's the mentality behind that?
Well, basically I don't like how can I put this, the reputation behind the word female rapper. You know, back in the day it used to mean so much more. It used to have a little bit of honor to it, and now it's kind of just thrown out there. When you tell somebody, say for example, oh, have you checked out this new female rapper? Instantly they're probably not even going to be interested because they're going to even think either it's a Nicki Minaj knockoff or they're going to think it's just another chick just rapping about her coochie. And I think at the end of the day, a lot of people get, they get tired of that. You know, they look for something fresh and new. So I don't want to put myself in any category before people get a chance to know me. I don't want them to think, I'm just like every other female rapper. I'm a female, and I do rap, but I don't want to be in that category. I consider myself to be a MC, a femc, or anything like that. But the whole female rapper category, there's a lot of females that's tarnishing that right now, and I don't want to be a part of that.
That's a good, I like that. I mean, I figured, I thought, but I had to ask. You know, I think the female rapper gets thrown around a little too much as well, and that's why I wanted to ask what your mentality behind that was. I think that's the right way to go, and that's actually good advice for any other girls that might be wanting to step to the mic and do things. So
exactly.
That's how I always look at it. I think people need to, like you said, stop rapping about the coochies, stop rapping about that stuff. Just get in the game and be yourself and do it for music.
So much. You feel me? We have so much more that we could rap about, and I don't like female rappers only being used as a male rapper's side chick. We're not that. We're more than that. Females could be bosses. Females could be, we could rap better than the guys if you really want to, but we don't get that credit because we're always pushed to the side where their side chick or the chick they messing with on the, on the side or just something like that. We don't get the respect that we deserve, and really we're not going to get it until we start demanding it, so somebody has to start somewhere.
In case y'all didn't know, Phia Lamour is so bossy though. I'm just saying. She's bossy. She's bossy. My thing with you, and it kind of goes. Me and you kind of go back, like, you know what I'm saying. We go back a couple of years, but even before then, I gotta say, like, one thing I respected about you is your hustle, your grind. I mean, you didn't throw your ass out there like all these chicks do, and you didn't put yourself out there provocatively with the lyrics, because your lyrics really kind of, bridge that creativity that most people actually don't have nowadays on the female side of rap. So, that was one of my things when I first crossed paths with you, and that's why I will always, grind hustle for you like it's my movement too, because I'm hella proud of what you've done with yourself so far and where you're going. You dig?
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I want to let the females out there that may be listening know that it ain't no disrespect towards the girls that do like talking about their coochies and who do like, going that lane and this, just the promiscuous lane. Like, if that's what you want to do, that's fine, But at the same time, we're worth a lot more. And if I had to sit down and mentor you or talk to you, I would tell you, is there anything else, anything, that you could, rap about? And the way I see it, being provocative, to me, it's like a cheat sheet. And you could be the most wackest, ugliest rapper in the whole entire world, and if you get on there and talk about some sex, people are going to be like, oh, she's naked, look. You know what I'm saying? Let's go get her mixtape because she's naked. But they don't really care about what you're saying. They just want to see you. I've seen people comment on YouTube videos and say, put it on mute and just watch this bitch. Like, I don't want them to do that to me. I don't want them to put it on mute and be like, you feel me? Like, that's not cool. You're supposed to be listening to the music, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about the whole situation. That's not cool for the dude to go to a video and be like, I only want to put her on mute. I'm just looking at her. I don't want to hear her. Nah, that's not cool for me.
Well, I can be honest. I took that message from listening to your music, doing some research and listening to your tracks, and that was one of the first things I noticed about your music and your vocals was, I mean, you were coming with metaphors, similes, you were comparisons, all kinds of things. You were rapping about clever lines, all kinds of stuff, yet not one thing about no sex appeal, none of that party, like, look at me, glamorous kind of stuff. I mean, you was coming hood with it, if you ask me, and I appreciate that kind of music much more as a fan I'm listening. Definitely, I noticed that right away. I was like, man, she got lines. She got rhymes.
Thank you, and that's the reaction I want to go for. I would much rather love to hear people talk about my lyrics and my music before they talk about what I look like. Like, I could care less about how you feel about how I look, I would rather you, I got in this business because I love music. I didn't get in this business to be put on the front street and be some, it's cool to be famous and to blow up, but I want to blow up because people love my music, and that's first and foremost. And I think that's what a lot of artists are missing right now. They're not in the game for the music. They in it for the, for the look. They want to wear chains and look like they got some money, but it ain't nothing to, the music is horrible. But they got hella chains and hella cars, but the music is garbage.
Right. Yo, and not only that, it's not even they chains or they cars either. Like, the game got it twisted.
Right.
Like, y'all remember, make sure and feel y'all know this deal, and all your listeners out there, remember when hip-hop used to be like, the hip-hop police would come in, if you come in any kind of way that was fraud, like the hip-hop police will come and they will hunt your ass down and they will kick you out the game. Like, that's how it used to be. You know what I mean? Like, they would drop kick your ass somewhere else and be like, hey, you can't do that shit here. This hip-hop. It's sacred. Now it's okay for everybody to, have all this shit going on, and that's not the business, you know what I'm saying? We got to bring it back. Like, one thing I could say is we got to bring it back, especially with the ladies movement and music. We got to bring it back like Phia's trying to be able to do that. So y'all listeners out there, Phia says she will teach classes. A Phia Lamour class session will be taking place real soon at a hood near you. So if y'all dirtbags need lessons, make sure you follow Phia at Phia Lamour, and she'll set up something with y'all. I'm her personal assistant, by the way. I'm not just a fan. I'm not just a fan and a groupie. I'm also her personal assistant. Them are great talking points. I think, Branded, that was one thing that me and you was talking about just the other day, 2-3 days ago, when we was talking about this show and leading up to it. It's not just the females, too. I mean, dudes be bitches, too. And they get on there, and
they're spitting about all the wrong things: money, chains, cars, women. You know,
I don't agree with that either, especially when it ain't real.
Exactly.
You know, I can't stand dudes
I think
that...
too many... Go ahead, Phia.
Oh, no, I can't stand it because I've had a couple guys do this to me before. Like, I listen to their music, and they on there talking about millions of dollars, like millions. And then if I tell them, you know, well, shoot me $50 or $60 to do a collab. Oh, well, you know, I ain't got it, or I'm going to have to hit you up later or whatever. It's like, but you was just talking about you had millions, though. Like, I would never get on the track and spit like that if I don't even have hundreds. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie.
I'm with you on that.
I had a well-established MC ask me for $20 one day. I'm just saying. So it happened.
It happened. Man,
you know,
that's crazy.
This dude got the massive fan base and everything. Hey, yo, can I borrow $20? Like, for real? Like, you were just on the track saying that you got hella money. Like, what happened? What happened?
Yeah.
Like,
well, if he had already proved that he had that, that's different. I'm talking about the dudes that want to come out. Ain't nobody heard of him, but you a millionaire already, though.
Right.
And you got hella chicks, and you got whips on tops of whips on tops of whips, racks on top of racks, but you know what I'm saying? You live with your mom. Like, I'm not understanding.
No sales and no videos and no money, but they talk like they got it all. Single,
because they
but
think
they got
that's
all
what
the
rap
girls.
is about. That's what I'm talking about. It's the image. They want to be a part of this rap, hip-hop image, but they're not really in it for the music. That's what I'm talking about. But if you was in it for the music, you would have a whole lot of things that you love that you would have to talk about besides just that money. You know what I'm saying? Money ain't really everything. You know, there's a whole lot of other things to talk about, and it's fine if that's what you want to talk about, but don't just, you know, be straight up just lie and just put it on thick like you already Jay-Z when you're not. For one, you're going to be exposed. You know what I'm saying? And for two, it's just, you know, for what? What are you trying to accomplish?
Wait, so
then
you're saying I'm not
like
Jay-Z?
a faker.
Wait, so I'm not Jay-Z, really? I'm not?
Well,
okay.
No. Well, the point also with that is, Branded, you don't rap like you are, and you don't rap about them kind of things either. I mean, when we get on the track, usually it's just we're doing it because we love music, and we're not. You know, you're not out there just saying you got money, and I mean,
hell no. Because I don't. I work a damn 9 to 5. So, you know, everybody that work 9 to 5, put your hands up in the air. You know what I mean?
I would
Wave
hate
like
for
you
a
just
fan
don't
to
care.
come
Like,
up
it's
to
all
me.
good.
I would really, really feel bad if a fan came up to me and was like, "Yo, Phia, let me see that Lambo you was talking about in that one song." I got the motherfucking Lambo. I'm not gonna sit up there and rap like I do, and then a fan come up to me and be like, "Well, what's up with the Lambo?" Oh, I had just wrote it because it sounded good. It rhymed.
Right. Exactly. I can agree with
then
that.
They gonna look at you like you fake. Well, should I believe anything else you said? Because you know what I'm saying, you said that.
Yep.
Like, yo, Brand, what's up with that Rollie? What's up with that Rollie you got? I thought you had some diamonds on that thing, baby. What happened?
For real.
What happened?
Exactly. The people too fake. I think that's why it goes back to what Phia was saying earlier, is that, you know, sometimes when it comes to the females, they'd like to use that cheat sheet, okay? They don't have no money, so they're not going to talk about that. They're not going to talk about the chains or what they got. So what do they talk about? Their body, and what they're basically just trying to sell their souls because oh, look at me, look at how I dress, and I put out all the time. I think people get the wrong idea from artists. They try to be like Trina and Lil' Kim a little too much, and that's not really the way I think hip-hop was meant to be. Now, I'm a fan of Trina, but I don't think every girl should be doing that, and that's why
you just
I
hit it
like
on the nose
and
right there.
respected
You
your
just hit it
music.
on the nose. Trina is cool. Lil' Kim is cool, but we don't need 5 million Lil' Kims and 12,000 Trinas.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't.
Eventually, it's gonna be like, okay, come on now. Just like
And let's be real.
We don't need 20,000 wannabe Tupacs either. Tupac was Tupac. Let it go.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait. So I can't put Thug Life on my chest. I can't. Okay. All right.
No.
You can. This is different. You know, there's some dudes that really want to just. You know how many Lil Wayne want to be dudes? You know what I'm saying? Then when somebody hop on the next dude, then everybody want to be Waka Flocka. Like, who do you be yourself? You don't got to be these people.
Exactly.
I agree. Me and Brandon was just talking about that the other day. You know, just that we're not in it for the image. That's for sure. You know.
Right. And a lot of people are, and, you know, it just kind of disgusts me, the people that are in it only for the image, because you got people like me who are absolutely in love with the music and grinding our ass off for these people that don't even care. They just want to they want to wear a chain, you know what I'm saying? If they make enough money to buy a chain, they're happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me, I'm like Coolio. If hip-hop didn't pay, I'd rap for free because I love music. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I think it should be.
And I can safely say when it comes to especially the evolution of female MCs, it got to the point where it actually began. Y'all know how it began. I mean, you had so many. You had the Roxanne Shantays, you had the Latifahs, the MC Lights, the Yo-Yos, and so on and so forth. And they embraced the image of, you know what, I can rap with the big dudes. You know what I mean? This is not a male-dominated world. I can be a female MC and be relevant. You know what I mean? And that's why they lyrics to this day will still be relevant. And then somewhere when it got to the late 90s, 2000s, or whatever, it started being more of a gimmick, more of a outside-in type of environment with the female MCs. And to me, that lane is never going to be a lane that's going to stay that's going to stay relevant because, I mean, females get older. They tits sag. They face get wrinkled. They, you know what I mean? It's not going to be the same. So, I mean, just keep it solid. So, it got to the point where, that was acceptable because the dudes accepted it and the females was striving to be that because they, the guys was looking more on the outside in. But I'm not that type of dude. I'd rather have a dope ass MC be a dope ass MC that's raw. You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather look at that first or hear that first, and then and we all know Phia's fine. So hey, that's secondary or third. You know what I mean? So that's just how I feel.
We didn't bring her on the show for good looks. Now we brought her on here.
And we all know.
Talent,
and for the record, we all know Phia Lamour is fine as fuck. But like I said, she got superhero skills. So we need to embrace that first. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Phia rolls with us. That's why she'll always be down.
Yep.
Like Brandy, I want to be down. I want to be down. I want to be down. Goddamn right.
I'm just tired of especially them kind of MCs and people. It's just not girls, man. It's the guys too. I can't stand the whole image. In fact, there's so many things in this world going on that you could talk about that's more important than how big your tits are or how many women you got. And so that kind of leads into my next question for you, Phia, is, reading on your biography a little bit, we're not really going to get too deep into it, but I did see that, there was a point in your life where you took a 5-year hiatus, a break from music. And my question is what brought you back to music? What brought you back to saying, music is for me, I want to get back to doing this? How did that take place? What happened there?
Well, I completely, got my life established, and, a lot of things that had a lot to do with it was social networking. Once I got, on the internet and, like, the MySpace and stuff like that, and I would see, like, other artists posting music, and I'm like, wow, I could rap, like, why don't I still do this, like how I used to? And now I have a venue where I can, go on here, post music, and people around the world can listen to it, and that's what I did. And when I did that, it was a rap, you know what I'm saying? That's how, my voice got out there. A lot of people was, coming and checking me out. I had so many fans on MySpace when MySpace was popping, that would come. And this is before I even got into, like, a real studio. I was recording at the house. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't even in the studio and people was fucking with it. It was just like, man, you got lyrics. And I did this freestyle video about this girl who was talking mess to me on MySpace, and that blew up completely. And after that, I just was like, I don't even know why I stopped doing music in the first place, and I just, I had to come back to it.
So you renewed your love for music, and that was the the main thing behind that was your love for music.
And I grew up a lot too, because when I first started, stopped. It was after my dad died. I was fresh out of high school, and, I didn't really know what I wanted to do at that time. So, after I came back and, really grew up as a woman, I really figured out that I have a love for something, and I need to pursue my passion. So that's what I did.
That's excellent. So, hip-hop 101 right there, folks. I mean, that's why you should do music to begin with.
Yeah,
you
see,
know,
and
the love
FYI,
for it.
we all used to network and conduct our business on MySpace, and you see how that evolution has come now, full circle to other social media networks and stuff. Phia Lamour is our guest on COA Radio, and one of the tracks, you know, because on the next segment we're gonna run Somebody Get Her, and then when we come back, I want to ask you a little bit about the project that you got working on right now, and you know, what's in store for Phia Lamour. Hey, I just made a rhyme just like that.
What's in store for Phia Lamour?
So we're gonna run somebody. hey. So what if it was lame? I don't give a shit. It's still rhyme. God damn it. That's okay.
Hey,
though.
that's real hip hop right there.
Oh, good. At least he had passion behind it. Really,
you damn right. Hey, we're going to have to do that. You know what I mean? COA Radio, your host is the ominous makeshift. I am branded. Guest Phia Lamour right here. You can hit her up on Twitter at Phia Lamour. You can go ahead and do that. PhiaLamour. See, I can't spell. And this is I am branded.
Because you had it written down.
Yo, I wanna also real quick just send a massive shout out to my man, Mr. Christopher Martin, aka Play of Kid and Play, who's showing this station hella love right now. So I can't thank you enough. You know, it's always good to have, you know, people that has been on the show that came away and was very impressed by what we're trying to do here. So big ups to that guy. Hot track, Phia.
Definitely.
I mean,
I
didn't get a chance to say salute when you first gave it to me back in the day, but salute, sweetheart. That's hot.
I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a hitter. I'd say a home run on that one. That was killer. The intro had me messed up, though. I was looking at my phone. My shit ringing? What the hell?
That was stupid, right? That was dumb.
I did double take. I didn't know that intro was going to be in there. I had no idea.
Stupid as
I had no idea, man. I was like, that ain't my ringtone. I swear to God. 911.
Oh, my goodness.
Stupid, man. You hella dumb.
Hey, I have my moments. Leave me alone.
Phia, what's going on with your mixtape, sweetheart? Let the listeners out there that's just now tuned in, that's vibing with Phia Lamour, let everybody know what you got going on with your projects.
Man, we got this mixtape dropping this summer, titled Phia Does It, long-awaited, highly anticipated. I got a bunch of artists on there. I just got the mixtape cover back, so I'll probably be revealing that sooner or later.
Okay.
But to let you guys in on a little secret, follow me on Twitter at Phia Lamour, and you will hear before anybody else any news that has to do with me, you know, and everything. But it's dropping this summer. We got a bunch of people on there: Filthy Rich, Mr. Fat, Willie Joe, a whole lot of people. I'm not going to let it all out there, but we got 22 songs deep at least. I'm trying to see if I wanted to throw a couple more on there. As of right now, we're about 22 deep, so it's definitely going to be a great mixtape. 22, you know, back-to-back hits.
I mean, and people out there that's out in other states and not California or the Bay that don't know, like Filthy Rich and Mr. Fab and who you said Stevie Joe too, right?
Willie Joe.
Willie Joe, okay. Well, you know, those cats right there is definitely massive players in the Bay as far as music and stuff like that, and collaborations with them dudes is definitely on a high respect level. You know what I mean? So I heard that one. I heard that one, Mr. Fab. That's the one that's gonna be on the mixtape?
Yeah, actually, the one with Mr. Fab is the original Go-Go Gadget, and then we have a remix, and that one has Filthy Rich, Willie Joe, 2 artists out of Denmark, and a couple more artists as well. So we got a mega remix going on with the Go-Go Gadget.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hats off to that one. That's hot.
I'm actually tempted to drop that one. I'm actually tempted, but I've been sitting on it. I love sitting on stuff. But
can you do it here? Like, can you please do it here? Like, you know, as a long time, you know, family member, friend, you know, fan, groupie, whatever you want to put me, whatever role I have. Like, can we please air that here? Like, can we debut it?
We can do that. We can do that.
Okay, thank you. You see, I had to beg, but you know, It's all good, though.
You got to do what you got to do, man.
Exactly.
Got it.
Hey, that
I'm
ain't
trying to
begging.
get
That's network
exclusives,
101.
goddammit. If I got to beg, I'm going to please, Phil, please.
No. That's not begging. That's network 101.
There you go.
Wow.
Straight up.
Nice.
So you said 22 songs. It's slated for summer release. After this, I'm not trying to look ahead too far because I want everybody to soak their game up on this mixtape. Phia does it when it drops, but that's just going to be a prelude to a possible album in the near future, right? That people can literally go
doubt.
by.
I already got like a whole another mixtape ready to go after this one. So, we are going to be doing an album soon too as well. I've got a couple tracks that's going to be on the album. I'm not going to release them anytime soon, but I got work on top of work. So right now we're going to focus on the Phia Does It, get that out there, but don't ever think that that's all it is. I'm behind the scenes and I'm stay working.
Oh, I believe it. Looking forward to it. Definitely. We're going to have to do a mixtape release party or something for you.
Oh,
damn
yeah.
straight.
You got me hyped up. So, yeah, man. I'm looking forward to all that new music. It's like,
I'm looking forward
from the
to
very
the So Bossy video.
So Bossy. Oh, yeah. I would love to hear a little bit more about that. That's what I heard. That's definitely one of my favorite tracks off of Brand Nation Volume 2. That's definitely one of my favorites. What do you guys plan on doing with that? You guys gonna hook up
I gotta
in the
make
summer,
sure
or what's going on?
Yeah, I gotta pass the treatment on the Phia, which I'll do. He's putting a little touch to it. I'll get that back this week. Give Phia the treatment. Football season is right around the corner, which works out pretty well. And Phia gave me a cool idea of doing
Hey, we can't be letting people know what the idea is.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Slow your roll.
They'll hear about it later.
True
Not
that.
just yet.
Okay.
I was just asking the plans, Brandon. You got to get the blueprint.
You got to remember, because, there's probably some rappers listening that just like that image. They're going to run with our image and try to do what we had without even having no passion in it.
Keep it all down.
That is true.
Sit on that.
That is
we don't need them copycats out there.
So yeah, exactly. So just to kind of add on what Phia was saying, just stay tuned because it's going to turn out real dope. And that was really one of my all-time favorites, and it just seemed like so many people just picked up on that song because it sounded like it's a Bay Area type of anthem. Which as soon as I heard it, I was like, I got to get Phia on this by any means necessary.
I love it.
So.
I loved it when I first heard it. I was like, okay, so Bossy.
Definitely one of my favorites all time that he's done, and quite frankly, it's got Phia on there, and it just made it that much more better, in my opinion. I mean, can't hate on that. Raiderette, I love that. Definitely looking forward to the video, guys.
Yeah, Brandon likes to collab with the rap Raiderette.
Yeah, we've done a few in our lifetime, and I'm looking forward to many more. And I know you got your hands on something from Makeshift as well, so I know you're gonna beat that thing down and get it popping. So
I'm just let you know right now, I'm taking it to the next level.
Next level, exactly. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely excited, but we'll keep that on the down low right now. But definitely take it to the next level. That's what it's about.
Phia, with Phia Does It, your mixtape dropping, so you're gonna do videos off of that too, right?
Yeah, I'm actually planning on doing a video real soon. Not going to quite say what song it is for, because one of them is going to be for a song you guys haven't heard yet. But, I have a couple videos lined up. I have a few videos that are about to drop, actually, including the one with you. I have another video. I don't know if you guys heard the DJ Be Knockin', but he has his album coming out. Yeah, he got his album coming out, and we're doing a video to the song that we did. I have another song called Brand New Boss that I did with Straight Lace, and we're going to have a video coming out for that as well. So you're going to be seeing a lot of videos from Phia Lamour.
Yeah, you keep
We're
busy.
We're going to get an overdose of Phia.
Overdose.
Yeah, you better get too much.
It ain't nothing wrong with no overdose because, actually, Phia's the only thing smoking right now when it comes to female artists. I'm just keeping it solid. So, that's right. Phia's really the one. The one female show right now. That's it. Like that's all I listen to really when it comes to female solo artists and stuff like that. Oh, stop saying "oh, girl." You know how I feel about your music. Stop that. Wow. You know what? Let's take a couple of calls. Let's take one from because since Phia's back home now, we got to say what's up to the family. We got to put baby girl in the building on COA Radio. What's up, Princess?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing good, girl. You hella dope, Brand. You better not laugh.
You want to start right away?
I knew it. But
I can hear him starting too.
I'm just saying,
She's been waiting to tell you that.
What is up? Oh my God. Well, the 911 call. I was with Makeshift from that one. I was like, I know the popo ain't at the door.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I'm like, who's that screaming? You had me looking out windows. I'm like, look now, I already live in the suburbs. People don't already come out.
That is
when
hilarious. I might have to bring the mixtape in with that one.
Yeah, you do. That was dope. She's like, ah! I was like, hold on, who was that screaming? I was looking all out the door down the street. I was like, I know. And then I had to look at the phone. I was like, oh, yeah.
You got that scream down, man.
That's good. I had my acting game on run time.
Yeah, is that high five to the acting game? That's what's up.
Thank you.
So, do you have any more songs like that with your screaming like that? Just
oh, Lord. Why you want to hear her scream on the track? Like,
that was dope.
That was a 911 call.
Exactly.
It's the bathroom.
That wasn't me screaming. That was another female rapper. See,
there you go. There you go.
That wasn't
Get
me.
it right.
No.
Get it right.
Because you was killing it. That's right.
Well, whoever that was screaming like that,
well, I mean, it was me, but I was playing another female rapper,
Oh, okay.
That's basically what it was. I was killing her.
But it's a shame.
So.
But it's a shame. So, have you ever considered doing acting in your future?
I've considered it. If the opportunity presented itself, I definitely would do something like that. I feel like I'm multi-talented. I could do a whole lot of stuff. So.
I believe it.
When are you coming to the other Bay Area?
The other Bay Area?
Yes, Tampa. I'm
Tampa
like,
Bay. Oh.
Yes, the other Bay.
Oh my goodness! I was in Florida. What was it? Last year?
Seriously?
I remember.
Yeah, it was. I did a tour. I actually did a tour. I performed in Miami and Orlando.
Wow.
And I'm closer to Orlando. So next time you're in the area, just hit me up.
Yeah, you was out of luck last year, sweetheart. You was out of luck.
Yeah, I lucked out last year, but I will be there sometime when you come back. Glory.
Okay. And then I'm not coming back. I'm definitely will come back.
So, Phia, if people want to really book you on some real shit, like, how can they get a hold of you? Hit your Twitter up, hit your Facebook up?
You can hit my Twitter, Facebook, my email, bookingphialamour@gmail.com. You can hit up Bone Loco at Twitter, or anywhere that you can contact me, you can pretty much do that.
Yeah, or you can hit Brand up, too, and I'll make sure I pass it on.
Or you can hit Branded up.
Yeah, of course.
You can hit Branded up.
Yeah.
Of course, Brand, the super groupie manager, all that.
What's that they say? Real inquiries only, no dirtbag shit? Like, come on, people. All about the business.
No dirtbags.
That's right.
Nope. I've had some dirtbags hit me up, too.
Hold on, wait. Can you imagine a dirtbag email? I could just imagine Phia Lamour going off in a metaphor. Can y'all picture that?
No,
I
real
think
quick.
I really could.
Real quick, hold up, real quick, because, I don't want to take off topic as far as questions and shit, but, I don't want to go way left, but I remember seeing something on Facebook, Phia, about some dude that was really, like, on some stalker shit about a foot fetish or something like that.
Oh, my God, yes. This dude hit me up on Twitter, and he was like, how is your feet? And I was just like, okay, maybe he's trying to say, how are you, feet, or something like that, because some dudes can't tell, right? So I just, I was just like, what's up? How's it going? Next comment was, send me a video of your toes. How was your feet? And I was like, oh, he got to be fine. Like, he wanted to see a picture of my feet. I'm like, you don't even know me. Who are you? Like, where did you come from? You just go on Twitter and ask girls to send you pictures of their feet? Like, what is that all about? So that was one of the dirt bags. Like, what the hell? Like, people be tripping.
That's crazy. I ain't never
I'll be checking out your page, Phia. So I was looking at that. I was looking at that post. I was dying laughing because
I got so many phone calls about that post, and it's just like I knew people had foot fetishes, but I've never been approached with one. And then to be approached by somebody just out the blue, like he said hi, and then let me see your feet. Like that was it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
That and that's messed up because to be honest, your music and pictures and things that you put out there, there's really not like that much of like sex appeal to it. I mean, that's really strange that somebody after listening to your music would just hit you up like. Now other bitches out there, they'd be like,
that's the thing. Because I've had a few people hit me up and say stuff, and I'm like, you don't even look at my profile. Like I go to people's pages, I look at their profile, and if it's an artist, I'm gonna listen to their music before I even approach them. I just want to know, who I'm dealing with. I have dudes hit me up on Facebook and ask me, can we get together? What's up? I want to get to know you. And now it says straight on there that I'm married. Bold letters.
Yo.
You can see a picture of my husband on there. They don't even look at that. They just go straight into, can I get with you? And I'll be like, do y'all even look at the page? Like, I got pictures with my husband. We kissing, holding hands.
Wow.
And you in my inbox trying to get with me. Like, they don't even look. They don't care.
Well, that's the sad thing. Some guys don't care.
Trill, I could be a man. You don't even know if that's me on the picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people put sexy girls up there, and it don't even be them. It be dudes, and they just, you know what I'm saying? But you just look at the picture and then go straight to the inbox. That's not cool.
Straight up.
That kind of led into a question I had. I wasn't even gonna ask or nothing like that. But since we're on the topic of it, I think some girls out there who are trying to make a career in rapping, they be posting all kinds of crazy pictures showing provocative things and provocative images. And do you think girls who do that are kind of asking for that kind of attention of them dirtbag guys who sit there and go, well, show me that ass, show me this, show me that?
Well, I mean, if you got your bare ass out on your Twitter, Abby, you're gonna have to expect that people are gonna come at you in a sexual way. You know what I'm saying? Me, on the other hand,
they get mad when guys do it. Like, how dare you come at me talking about it? But guy.
They ain't got no sense. Because I just, you're putting it out there. That's what you're putting out there. Like, it's some chicks that literally, and I'm saying it literally, got their bare ass with a thong on their Twitter Abby, and then they talk Twitter after dark, and then they get mad when dudes come at them. Oh, he might not be cute enough, so she's going to go off on him. But yet the other dude that tweeted 2 minutes ago was tweeting the same thing, and she tweeted him back. I think that's just dumb.
You proved my point exactly, and that's why I was so surprised that someone. But I believe it. The guys are dirtbags out there. I believe you don't even put yourself out like that for somebody to
some guys don't
show
care.
me your feet. That's fucked up. I'm gonna just say that's messed up.
That
is real messed up.
Yo, shout out to the people that got feet fetishes, though. Shout out to all those people that got feet fetishes.
How?
But make sure y'all do y'all homework before y'all start trying to
don't just come at anybody with a foot fetish. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's guys that got
that's not fetishes either.
There's men that have fetishes with girls' breasts, but you don't come up to a girl and say, "Let me see your titties." Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
You know how to approach a woman.
But that's the thing. I can never even build up the courage to even do that. To me, that's just crazy. Because I'll be honest, my mom raised me better than that. I don't sit there and, yo, let me see your tits, let me see this. No, I couldn't even say, show me your feet. How do you do that? You dirtbag assholes out there. Assholes.
Hey,
man, I'm telling you, y'all heard of liquid courage, right?
Yep.
Well, these dudes, they got social network courage.
Yep.
They got Facebook courage and Twitter courage. That's what it is. They don't care. They think they're protected by the National Social Network of America or something like that, and they will say anything.
Yeah. Hey, before we play the next track, let me go ahead and put Gav on. Let me put a mic on Gav. Gav, of course, is a massive Phia Lamour fan. Gav is in the building on COA Radio. What's good, bruh?
Hey, what's good, man? Hey, Phia Lamour.
What's up, Gav?
Shit, I missed the song because I was taking one of them Kush naps, but I will go back and check the show.
For sure. That's what's up. I can fuck with you on that Kush break, though.
No doubt.
You know how it go.
You already got a friend in me. Damn.
There you go.
But when we
we're best buddies now.
There
But
you go.
when would the mixtape be out?
Huh?
When would the mixtape be out?
Oh, you missed that part. I said it's coming out soon. It's coming out this summer.
So did.
We just now. I'm gonna do it over for gas because that's my nigga. But it's coming out this summer. And you know, if you follow me on Twitter, I'll be posting little secrets and stuff coming up. You know, when it's gonna be dropping. So it's gonna be dropping real soon. And we got an exclusive Nexxlegacy. They finna be dropping one of my songs real soon too.
Yeah.
The Mega Go-Go Gadget Mega remix.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep, she hit you with that, you didn't listen the first time.
Shout out to Gaz Kushnap. Yo, what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna run a couple of tracks. I'm gonna run Go So Hard, and I'm gonna run So Bossy, and we're gonna come back. Phil, you wanna hang out with us for a little while?
This is an exclusive. Nobody's played Go So Hard yet.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Oh, shit. Hey.
Yeah, I performed it,
brand new?
but nobody's ever played it.
Only here on Next. This is the one that you did that night, right?
Yep, I did it that night.
Wow.
Okay, well,
Radio get the exclusive.
We got the exclusive. Me and Makeshift, we're going to come back also after these two tracks, and we're going to actually get into some networking 101. So, you know, Phia, if you got a little time, stick around. We're going to talk about some do's and don'ts as far as networking in this business. But since...
Thank you for listening to the #1 radio station for the people.
Nexxlegacy Radio.